Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the podcast.
Woo woo.
Yeah. Today, there's been a lot going on in the community down there at Merchant Boulevard, down there by Wegmans. There's this big freaking structure being built down there.
This crazy 60,000 square foot, 2-story facility being built. Yeah, man.
You've heard of it.
Slightly, a little bit.
Yes. Today,
I've heard some buzz.
We have the general manager of OneLife Fitness, who's going to be occupying that ginormous structure down there in Abingdon.
Yes, sir.
We have Melissa Lovell on the podcast.
Hi. Thanks for having me. I'm super pumped.
This is awesome. Yeah. This is awesome. A lot of people are talking about this. Of course, you guys are doing a very good job of getting out there on social media. We like social media too.
Yes.
So when I see those kind of things, it's like, hey, we got to collaborate and really make this happen. So, because it's probably a challenge, which we'll get into, of getting the word out.
100%.
You know, so you guys have some specials right now, but let's just give everybody a little bit of an idea of what OneLife Fitness is and all that, and we'll break it down. So before we get into the gym talk,
the nitty gritty,
give everybody just a little bit of background about who you are prior to becoming this general manager of this ginormous gym.
Well, thanks for giving me the floor. Yes, it's super nice to meet you. I'm excited to be doing this. And so my name is Melissa. I'm born and raised from Baltimore County, and I frequented the Harford County area though growing up, and I always loved it. I mean, I was always downtown Bel Air and walking around in the parks and stuff like that. But went to Catonsville High School, and I remember
class of
06.
Oh my gosh.
06. Yes. And I don't even know if they do this anymore, but they did this thing where, like an early release program where you got to get out, which was super attractive, right? Who doesn't want to get out senior year at like 10 a.m., right?
Right.
But we got to get out, and there were two options. You could immediately go, to take college courses.
Sure.
Or you could go work. And I'm like, well, what the heck? I'm a hustler and I want to do both. Like, why can't I do both? So I did both. So right out of high school, I bought into the heavyweight gym, chalk, smelly atmosphere, and I did my 11 to 7s at the front desk and doing some sales at a locally owned fitness center, actually in Linthicum Heights, Maryland. But at night, I got off at 7, and then at night, I also wanted to understand the business side. I've always liked people.
Okay.
So I knew that I was good at being social and connecting with people, but I wanted to understand the business side.
Yeah.
And so I did my night courses at CCBC at 8:30 p.m. for business management, and the industry sucked me in. It's who doesn't want to dress in like leggings and comfortable clothes all day and be around people and help impact people's lives.
I like leggings.
In a
I like dressing in leggings. Drew turned me onto that.
Picture proof, please.
Yeah. Flash that up on the screen, Drew.
But no, I mean, it just grabbed me. So just being in the fitness industry, literally, it's all I've ever done. It's the only job that I've had. I've always been in obviously the people business, being in fitness, sales, operations. I fell in love with people, right? Building teams and again, just having that positive impact on people. And I wanted to add to my wealth in the industry, though. I think it's, really something to be said about leading by example, right? And that's kind of, that's OneLife's motto. That's one of our core values. And that's who I am as a person. I will never have somebody do something or get a certification if I'm not willing to do it myself. And, so I come from a place of understanding, right? I'm a certified personal trainer. I'm a certified sports nutritionist and a certified Les Mills group fitness instructor. So,
oh boy, Les Mills.
Les Mills.
Yeah,
yes, we will.
We used to do those videos. I used to be
body pumps.
I used to be a PE teacher. And I taught weight training, and I taught like just general physical education.
That's cool. I love that.
For 16 and a half years. But
wow.
I remember the Les Mills video, the VHS videos.
Body pumps. And the grits, and yes.
Those are hard.
Yes, they're not easy.
They're not easy.
It's so funny. Obviously we'll offer Les Mills there, but historically, group fitness has been more dominated by women historically.
Yeah.
And the guys, it's so fun watching like the guys come and pick up the weights and and say, oh, I'm never doing one of those silly group fitness classes, and we're like, okay. So we'll say, come and try, give it a shot.
Yeah, right.
They come out sweating like they had like the best workout. So it's cool to see how the industry, group fitness specifically, has changed a little bit. So, but that's me. Thanks for asking about me. That's me. I have only ever done this, and I recently came from actually being the vice president of sales and operations for a gym chain of 8 different locations based in Southern Maryland.
Yeah.
Did that for about 8 years, and it was amazing. Kudos to them. It was a great company. I missed the boots on the ground stuff. You know, I mean, when you're in the car driving to location and you can only spend, 2 hours a pop with the team. I missed the interaction and again, that direct impact that I could make on a team. So that's why I left. OneLife matched my core values of who I am as a person, and their mission statement spoke to me.
Yeah, I was going to ask, like, what about OneLife Fitness really attracted you to them? Not necessarily as a gym member, but as a person working for them.
Well, growth is important to me, right? I want to feel fulfillment at the end of the day, and I want to know that, myself and my team can grow in a company. So as you can tell, I mean, this, we're itching to Harford County with this being the flagship location and growing from there. But, OneLife is a growing brand. We've got close to 80 locations right now, and the goal is to have 10 to 15 open up per year.
8 states? I was stalking your website.
I appreciate you stalking.
I think it was 8 states.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah, North Carolina, South Carolina, the DMV.
Alabama.
Yep. Yeah. Alabama. Uh-huh. Oh, yeah. We're moving and grooving, yes.
And 10 locations in Maryland. And I think 3 more coming soon.
Yes,
so
that
10
is correct.
plus
that is
3.
Correct. Yep. The big ones. We've got ours in the pre-sale mode right now in Annapolis, and then actually there's one coming to Parkville too, which is exciting. So
down in the what's that shopping center called? Perring
Parkway.
Parkway.
Right there where I always want to say JCPenney, but the Joann's is where that one's going in.
Okay.
The old Joann's. Yeah.
Oh, so they have not opened yet.
Correct.
Because I have seen this. I've seen the sign down there. But it's not open
projected
yet.
to open really around our time by the end of the year, yes.
Do you have anything to do with that facility?
I mean, we're close enough where, we'll, I'm sure, share members and, promote each other. The general manager there is amazing. Her name's Marcia, and they've got a great team over there, too. So
that's cool.
Yeah. Yep.
So what made Harford County so attractive for OneLife Fitness?
Yes. So historically speaking, OneLife has operated a lot of their locations and initiated out of like the DC area, right? Like the busy transit areas. They're not super known for going into like family-based communities. So Harford County, that's what it is. It's family, it's kids, and so this is kind of a unique market in a sense for them. And the Wegmans being right there is of course attractive. That's a big.
Is that where you get lunch from every day?
Oh my God, don't make me look at my bank statement. I have spent so much money on that dang sushi at Wegmans.
Just gotta write that off. Write that off. I'm not a tax advisor, but write it off.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, just we're growing. It's a great brand to be with. The people are amazing. They're supportive, and their mission statement spoke to me. I mean, the mission statement of OneLife is, we deliver the ultimate fitness experience to every member every single time, and that's what we do. That's what I do, and that just it spoke to me, and here I am as of March.
That's awesome.
Yep.
Yeah, and certainly the Harford County business community does a phenomenal job of really supporting one another, especially when you're starting something new. What are
100%.
What are some of the networking opportunities that you're doing to get the word out? What are some other things that you're doing just to kind of get the word out there? Because you're doing a pretty good job on social media.
Thanks.
That's where I saw you. Of course, we've all heard of this big structure being built down in Abingdon, and you can drive past it, and it's huge. It's going to be huge.
Yes. Yes.
But what are you guys doing specifically to spread the word?
Yeah, I mean, going on super cool podcasts with Tim is, number one.
You heard it here first. You heard it here first.
No, just that. So we went to our first Coffee and Connections event. So obviously we connected with the chamber immediately. They've been amazing. Phil and Bella, I mean, they were my first point of contact. So they are like the best. And, they're always super supportive sharing events. But the first one I went to was at the ballet, the Ballet of Chesapeake Place, right next to where we're at in the Boulevard Plaza.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that was in April. And just from there, it skyrocketed. I mean, again, I like to talk to people and get to know people. So I think we had, oh my God, there were like 100 people there. I probably spoke to 85 of them within that short, like 45-minute time frame. But that skyrocketed a lot of stuff. Just again, like you said, this community is so supportive. I have been invited to just different stuff. So obviously the Harford County Chamber events, just connecting like with the Harford County Running Club has been an amazing place that we've connected with. Yep. So that's kind of bled into other events. Like I'm going to tonight, we'll be at the Independent Brewery Company tonight at 5:30 with them. It just being out there, like you said, social media, connecting with influencers. I mean, people who are, have a big following, have kind of either naturally came to us or we've found them, and
interesting. Really
just connecting with them and having them just, genuinely believe in our product and what we're doing and, share stuff with us. Word of mouth is, like you said, I mean, people are noticing the authenticity of like our content on social media, and that's just been kind of shared, and people have reached out since then. But events,
it's entertaining too.
You gotta be like, listen, fitness is fun, right? So it should be fun, and that's certainly what we want to make sure people know is if you step foot into, right now our Welcome Center, come to our events, or when we open, like you're going to have literally the best time of your life. Yeah. Like, because we care, we're passionate, and we just want you to have a freaking blast. So, stuff like that.
You were going to say something about events and I cut you off. You have some other events?
Yeah.
You do events to kind of promote OneLife?
So lots of sponsorship opportunities. Again, things that we found or naturally, like we'll be at the fair next week. But we're actually running our own very first member party this Saturday starting at 9:30 a.m. So July 18th at 9:30 is going to be our first official founding member party.
Okay.
We've been able to service close to 2,000 people so far already since May 15th, which is amazing.
I know. Wait a minute, you signed up 2,000 people?
Including the add-ons and things like that, yes.
Oh my gosh.
Close to that, yeah. I'm telling you that people, you guys are amazing. Like, this community is amazing. It's very clear that, like you said, people are excited. Yeah. And we just want to, piggyback off of that and bring the excitement. So this Saturday is going to be our first of many events. We'll do like some class demos and have vendors and stuff like that out there.
Okay. Out in the parking lot? Or?
So a little bit in our parking lot, but Bacco's has been Bacco's Italian wine bar, wine and food bar. Steve is amazing. So super kudos to Mr. Steve. He, wants to connect with us for so many reasons, as we did with him, and he's actually going to let us use his outdoor grass space for some classes. So that was an amazing partnership, and we have a lot of great plans for the future.
So much can be done when you join forces with partnerships and groups like the Harford County Chamber of Commerce.
Two-way street.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, we all support each other. Yeah.
Yep. So talk to me more about the facility. You said 60,000 square feet. Yes. What are the things that you guys are going to be offering there at the building?
Yeah. So as far as amenities, we're going to have all the bells and whistles. It's like I said, 2 stories. Top floor is going to be 4 different studios. Like we speaking back on group fitness, we understand the power of each type of class having its own experience and smell and feel and color and all of that kind of stuff. So we're kind of taking that and kind of having this all-in-one approach at our facility. So upstairs, you're going to have 4 separate studios, your group fitness studio with your Les Mills and your dance fitness type of classes like Mixed Fit and Zumba. Cycle studio. We're going to have our mind and body studios, so your Pilates and your yogas and bar classes, things like that. Strike studio, for those who like martial arts and boxing and jiu-jitsu and Muay Thai, we're going to have a dedicated studio for that.
Oh, my Lordy.
I know, right? Everything, all of it.
Dude, I look at I look at that stuff on YouTube, and I'm like, man, that's cool. But then I think I'd try it and hurt myself.
Come on and try. Well, and that's why we only employ, especially for strike. Now, all of our coaches need to be certified, but for strike, very particular. They're world class. They've competed before, so there's a lot of kind of that coaching, that one-on-one attention. Yeah. In a small group class setting like that. So pretty cool. So yes, it's these classes are for all fitness levels, whether it's your first time or if you've done it 29,000 times. Okay. So you kind of have that's the beauty of the class, right? You have that accountability and kind of that community, right? Talking about community. Sure. Have other people to hold you accountable and, Tim, you coming tomorrow? Yeah, man, I'm coming tomorrow. So it's just kind of that kind of vibe. So classes, we're really excited for the group fitness community in the classes. Okay. Your equipment, right? Your cardio, tons of different unique pieces of cardio and strength training equipment. super excited to bring in some like different brands that I haven't seen in the area yet, like Arsenal brands, for that strength training, really exciting.
Okay.
Of course, we'll have our pool, right? The indoor pool, saltwater, by the way.
Oh, you guys are going to have a pool?
We're going to have a pool.
An Olympic pool or?
So 25 yards.
25 yards.
Yep. Saltwater with and inside of that area, we'll have the hot tub jacuzzi, the cold plunge, super pumped about that.
Wow.
All kinds of goodies in there. Recovery, and education is really important to us, right? Like I was saying earlier, I come from a place of understanding. Like like the cold plunge, for an example. It's, it's a buzzword in fitness right now, right?
Sure.
And, oh my God, I want to jump into the ice plunge. But like we want to educate the community. We're always going to come from a place of education so people understand, well, why are you doing the cold plunge? Like, how are you going to overcome that, freezing cold water, within those 3 minutes?
Sure.
You have to breathe properly. Like you have to understand how to properly breathe and do the proper breath work to be able to mentally overcome and stay still and whatnot, during those 3 minutes. So that's our play, So in addition to that recovery piece, we have a private recovery studio that we're going to have. Again, coming from an educational piece, we're going to have the Normatec compression boots, the hydro massage beds, your red light therapy, your percussive therapy. Kids Club, pretty funny. So you were asking earlier about like why Harford County, why was that like a hot spot for OneLife? Like I mentioned, OneLife is more familiar with going into those heavy trafficked transit areas.
Yes.
They were initially unprepared for the amount of families and kids that are in this area. So we've actually made some changes to our kids zone because the kids club penetration percentage is actually at 10% right now, whereas OneLife is familiar with seeing it right around that 6%, which is exciting. So that's more opportunities, right, for jobs, for people to come and work with kids and kind of do that in our center.
What are some of the things that the kids would be experiencing in Kids Club?
Yep. So the Kids Club, it'll go from 6 months to 11 years old. And then once they hit 12, we would love to have them out on the floor and working out and, prepping.
So as young as 12 can participate in the...
Yeah, they'll go through like a teens and health program with one of our coaches, but absolutely. We want to support. Yeah. I have a meeting with somebody later today he runs a flag football program, and we want to get like the teams in there, right? And just have the teams come in and utilize like our indoor and outdoor turf spaces to practice off season. So that's exciting.
So you're gonna have turf space too.
We're gonna have turf space. Yep, outdoor, indoor. The outdoor is going to be on the second floor.
Wait a minute. The outdoor is going to be on the second floor.
Yes, we're going to have a second level outdoor turf. It's going to be amazing.
Okay. I'm trying to envision that right now.
Come to our preview center to see the layout.
I know,
but now
right?
Look, the sunsets and the sunrises on Box Hill, which is where we're at, are amazing and gorgeous. So I'm really excited for just cool. Everybody to just kind of see that, like from a level up from that second story. It's going to be amazing.
Just 2 stories then.
2 stories.
Stories.
Yes. Right. For 2 stories. Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow.
Pretty cool.
All right. So so on that bottom floor, you'll have the pool. You'll have the fitness equipment, the cardio, and the strength training. Are you going to have a lot of free weights there?
Yes. So the free weights are actually they kind of encompass a lot of that first floor. The cardio is based upstairs. Pretty cool. So you're overlooking kind of that downstairs area. But a large percentage of that first floor is going to be that free weight stuff. That strength training equipment. Yes.
And then plus machines.
Correct. Free weights, circuit training, resistance training, all that.
Yeah. Wow. So you have acquired 2,000 people so far.
Yep.
What are you doing? What's in the secret sauce? How are you doing this?
We know people are excited for this new, right? I mean, everybody likes a new shiny toy. So we know that that's a piece of it, but not the tooter and horns, but like it's us. Like it's the people. Like I said, I have myself. We're operating now out of the preview center along with Karsten and Brent, and we just care. Like we literally will spend 30, 40 minutes with somebody coming in, and because we want to know. Like we want to know your story. We want to know who you are, where you grew up, what your why is, right? I mean, there's a reason why people walk in, step foot into a gym, or again, in our case right now, a preview center. Like there's an emotional why, and we want to know that, and we want to support that and make sure, people understand that no, like we got you.
Yeah,
like we've got your back. We're going to program, you're going to get in a proper onboarding with us, and we're going to program design for you so you know exactly what you need to do every single time you come in the door. So that's what it is. But it's just because we care and we come from a place of passion, and just we want to help people.
It seems like you're breaking down that barrier of people that are afraid to go into an environment that they've never associated with before.
Yep.
And you're kind of giving them that onboarding.
Yes.
To help them so that they do come in, they feel comfortable.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
Yep. That's
awesome.
what is. That's big time what's separating us, I think, just from a lot of the other players in the game.
Well, look, let's face it, and we're not going to name drop here, but within that location, you have 3 other fitness.
3 or 4. Mm-hmm.
3 or 4.
Yep.
What do you feel without dogging the competition?
Yes, we would never do that.
I never believe in that.
100%. Neither do we.
Never.
We've made friends. We've made buddies with.
Yeah.
I mean, they're people. And
absolutely.
I agree.
Yeah, and there's plenty of opportunity to win for everybody, right? You don't need to trash your competition to build yourself up over somebody else. Okay.
Yep.
With that said, what do you feel that OneLife is bringing to the community that's different?
Yep. Third space. I say that people go to work, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then they go home, and then where do they go? We want them to have this third space that they can go and have a friendly greeting, if you're having that, rough day at work and, maybe at home stress, like we want you to be able to come to the third space, to that third home, and get that greeting, right? Get that warm welcome, get that high five. Hey, Tim, so good to see you today. I hope you have a kick-ass, sorry if I'm not
that's all right.
a kick-ass freaking workout, and we truly mean that when we say that. So we want your third space entry to start off there, and then hit your workout, right? Your very tailored to you workout that literally we program for you. So so like you said, the stress of, oh my God, what should I do today? Mm-hmm. Like we're taking the guesswork completely out of it. Like we're designing your program for you and providing you with the tools to be successful. So that stress is gone, right? Yeah. So you come in, you truly get again, like I said, that kick-ass workout, and then you recover. Then you recover for the next day, mentally reset, right, in the private recovery studio, or get that rejuvenation from that 3 minutes and that cold plunge. Like we truly, again, want to be that third space for people, but that one-stop shop, it is what it is. We live in a place of convenience. Mm-hmm. We've listened to a lot of people's stories where they're going to one place for this and then driving like 30 minutes to another place for this. And then we're like, oh my God, that's like 2 hours out of your day, and not even to talk about the financial piece of it.
Sure.
We have everything truly inside of our 4 walls. So that'll, cut down on some financial stress too, I think, and just literally mental stress. That's where we're coming in different, and like I said, the people, because we actually give a crap, and we're going to take the time to show you that we give a crap, and like I said, set you up for success in all ways.
So you say crap, but kick ass.
Whoopsie. Sorry guys, I'm being my authentic self here, okay?
So
I'm passionate about it.
Expect profanity when you walk into.
Only if you start it first, then we'll follow lead.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. So you've been having some promotions. Part of getting 2,000 people to sign up already is there is an incentive. There are promotions. What are the promotions? What are the fees? What does all that look like?
Sure. No, thanks for asking. Yeah, we are. It's this unique spot where. Again, we're operating out of this preview welcome center, and we're there, right, to help answer questions, showcase what the facility is going to look like, the layout. People can come in and try, some of those recovery pieces in there, and but yeah, I mean, it's to hopefully get you guys enrolled in our pre-sale founding member rates. The rates right now are significantly lower than what they're going to be when we open our doors. Every month, at the end of the month, we close out that month's rate. So for an example, July, I mean, there's, to get full access to the facility, really almost everything that we just talked about.
Yeah.
I mean, $43 a month. I mean, come on. Like that's
really good.
Our model that we operate with, that OneLife operates with, is, HVLP, which is a high value, low price point model.
Sure.
And that's who we are. I mean, we just give the best bang for your buck, truly. But yeah, the July price points are available for as low as $43.
So if people sign up in the month of July, this might come out in their August, so maybe this changes a little bit. Is that price set in stone for the lifetime of the membership, or is that until a certain point?
Great question. So there is a small term. I mean, there is a 12-month commitment in there. We just want to, we've found through studies that, if there's some sort of commitment, statistically proven, people commit more.
People are going to hold themselves more accountable.
100%. Yeah. And again, like I said, that allows us to program design for you. I mean, this should be a lifestyle change.
Sure.
And that's what we talk about. That's what we believe in. So, but to answer your question, you're locked in for that rate, guaranteed within that 12 months. Now, after the 12 months, it goes month to month.
Okay.
So at that point, God forbid, anything were to happen, but that's, you're able to remove yourself from that program. If you need to, we'll exhaust all options to fix the problem and not have you do that. But the rate will stay the same. We have only historically in our company, we have seen maybe 2 price increases of like a buck or two. But look, we live in a place of, I mean, inflation is
crazy,
always inflating. And
that's funny how that
inflation
works.
Inflation is always inflating. Yeah, that came out funny, but it's the truth.
It's the truth.
So we do the best we can with, again, always, keeping to that model, again, being that high value, low price point. Yep. We're always going to be, the other competitors, in the area on price, but still produce the best product.
Yeah.
So, but no, historically in the company, maybe 2 price increases for members. That's
How long has the company been around?
Ooh, I knew you were going to ask me that. Uh-oh.
I
know,
Gosh,
right?
darn
Didn't prepare for that. Well, I can tell you. So we were a different company prior to OneLife. I think about 5 or 6 years ago is when OneLife took over, which some may know as Sport and Health.
Okay.
Yep. So Sport and Health, but they've been around, 80s, 70s, 80s, something like that, somewhere around there. So it's a well-established brand, a growing brand, and we're OneLife now. So
okay.
Yep.
So let's say this comes out in August. People come out to sign up. If it's not 43, it's what?
44-ish. What we're doing is, like I said, at the end of every month, we close out those price points, and then, they'll bump it. We're going to bump it by a buck or two every month until we reach our threshold of when we open. So getting involved before we open is the best gameplay you can do. If there's an ounce of interest.
If I wait, how much is that going to be?
So that same membership, that's 43 right now. Yeah. Typically, that's around 50. Okay. And it can go up depending on what you're looking for, inclusive in your membership. We kind of customize and recommend the programs.
So there's different tiers or different levels. Okay.
Yeah, there's 3 different levels of membership. Again, like I said, depending on what you want included in there, but it'll be anywhere from 50 to 110 per month when we open the doors. So now's the time to get involved. There's no risk right now. We don't, there's no monthly charges right until we actually physically open the doors, which is cool. So you're just locking in that founding member rate.
That's cool.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Thanks for asking.
2,000 people have done it.
2,000 people have done it. We're doing something right.
What is that capacity? What's that number? Is there a number?
There's a number that we want to be at when we open the doors. Yeah. From a dollar perspective, but the gym's big. I mean, it's going to be 60,000 square feet. So, there's not really a capacity limit that we're aware of yet. I mean, I'm sure that'll kind of come more into play when the permitting process is complete and things like that.
Gotcha.
But we have plenty of room.
Not everybody's showing up at the same time.
Exactly. That's exactly right. Yes, correct.
There's going to be plenty of space.
Correct.
It seems like there's going to be a lot of space.
Yep. Program space, all that. Yes.
Now you did talk about like personalized programming. Mm-hmm. If you're somebody like Drew, who is like a master class of weightlifting, he's the man.
He is the man.
He gets out there every morning at a gym that we won't say today, but
early bird gets the worm. They say there's something to be said about the early ones, that they're more consistent and dedicated, and so kudos, Drew.
He's nodding. Yeah. Yep. Me too, by the way. But let's put the focus on Drew. Does Drew need to follow a personalized program, or is that just for people that are needing that little bit of education?
He certainly doesn't have to, but we will onboard every single person that comes in. We're gonna we want to take through that onboarding process, because again, we want to learn about them. We want to find out what their goals are, if there's any injuries, if there's any other knowledge and education that we can provide to them that I didn't think about that, or maybe I can include that in my workout. So we'll certainly go through that onboarding onboarding process with every single person, regardless of fitness goals. But hey, if you're doing something that works for you, great. Maybe we can share a piece of something that, you can add, that can add some value to your workouts that you're doing. But yeah, I mean, we're going to have experts and professionals with, the best of the best certifications and experience and schooling. And, we'll certainly recommend, proper programs from a tailored approach to everybody. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
This real estate thing doesn't work out. I'm like, come get a job with you.
Come on over.
Can I come over?
Come on over.
Being the general manager, being a leader, and certainly it seems like you've been doing this for a while. You've learned a lot. What's your greatest challenge as a leader of what you're going through right now to get the club up and running and ready to go?
That is a great question. Okay, I'll speak from my personal experience. So kind of backing up to where I recently came from, those eight locations were owned by an individual person, right? So it wasn't like a corporate. So the mindset, so I did, I was responsible for everything, like just all of it, the marketing and all of that kind of stuff, which was cool. But to your point, I learned a lot, and truly how to operate a business of all angles, the P&Ls and like all of these things, which is what I wanted. That's what I went to school for, you know?
Yeah.
So coming from doing everything and coming into the most supportive corporate team with hundreds of people, I think has not necessarily been a challenge for me, but just a mindset shift.
Okay.
But it's beautiful because it's allowed me to focus more on the things that I love, right? Like I don't have to worry about the Google Analytics and, how much money are we spending on these ads? Like there's a whole talented team that went to school for that, right? I get to focus on now what I love to do, which is exactly what we're doing right now. And just the connections, like you said, I've been out and about in the community. So it's not a challenge, but it's certainly been a shift that I've had to quickly adapt to, but it's a good adaptation.
Positive
it's a positive
shift.
Thing, 100%.
Yeah,
yes.
It really suits you too. You got a lot of energy.
Thanks. I promise it wasn't the energy drink I had before I got here.
That's awesome.
Yes.
Leaders or readers,
or
listeners of podcasts or audible books or whatever. What's like one or two sources that have really helped shape you as a leader and or as a fitness professional?
Good question too. I got to go with my guy Goggins. I mean, David Goggins is definitely a top podcaster that I listen to. Again, we started off this conversation. Your social media, right? I love your social media because you're authentic and you're yourself, and that's kind of I mean, he's super experienced and knowledgeable, but he shares a lot of his own personal stuff, and he's like himself.
Yeah.
So that I love listening to his stuff, and book wise, I like a lot of leadership books. The one that's standing out to me is, because I am the general manager, it's a lot of operations, right? I mean, when this facility opens, I mean, it's a big facility. I mean, there's a lot of different areas that I'll be responsible for operating. So What the Heck is EOS is an operating manual, which I have read several times and I've actually implemented into my own teams kind of day to day. So that's been it's an orange book. What the Heck is EOS?
What the Heck is EOS?
Yes,
is the title of the book.
Well, that is swear. How catchy is that?
What is EOS?
The E is failing me, but operating system. But it's historically known for small businesses, but it's gotten a lot of attraction, and now bigger companies utilize it. But it's good to use for incentivizing and motivating your teams and just holding them accountable, right? And making sure that everybody's moving in the same direction and rowing the same way. And, we're not
promoting the same vision, promoting the same
100%. The vision is exactly, yes.
Yeah. For the customer facing part of it.
That's exactly right.
So how many people are you going to be leading?
Well, we have a team. Actually, my fitness director started today. He's in our preview center. So there's a team of 4 of us, but altogether hundreds. I mean, we'll have, the leaders of each department, right? Like Mr. Starr is our fitness director, and he'll be leading the personal training department, which will have probably 30 coaches there. Okay. Our front desk, kids club, studios, group fitness. So probably in the hundreds, which is really exciting.
Yeah.
The coolest thing ever to me is, like I said, impacting in a positive way people, but seeing people grow.
Yeah.
That's like the most freaking rewarding thing from just being in any kind of leadership role is, again, setting your people up for success by providing them the tools necessary to be successful and leading by example, and just seeing them grow into different roles and stuff like that is just amazing. So hopefully I get to impact those hundreds of people.
What's the greatest expectation that you have for somebody that works with you?
The best thing ever that somebody could come to and say to me, and I'll use Carson as an example, and he's my assistant general manager. He's amazing. And he's got some time on me in OneLife. I think he's been with OneLife now for like 2 years. But the coolest thing ever that will happen is if he comes to me one day and says, Melissa, I'm so sorry. I'm leaving to go run my own OneLife. Amazing.
Yeah.
That is the most fulfilling thing that could happen. And, that's that right there, just people feeling empowered and that they learned and were supported enough to say, you know what, I can do this now. I got this opportunity. I learned this. I did this. And I'm ready to move on. Like I want to run my own club. That's the most beautiful thing. Somebody leaving for that kind of reason and just wanting to grow in the company and taking everything that they've learned through their years, with me or OneLife or their previous experiences and applying it to something that they're passionate about and that they want to do in life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yep.
That's awesome. When are we opening?
Projected opening is by the end of the year.
Okay. So are we saying December? November?
My Melissa answer is middle of December.
This is recorded so we can go back and see if she's right. Now, okay, we won't hold you to it, but the goal
100%
is there's always delays and things. Though,
exactly. And that's what we have a great crew. So we're hoping for the best. But right now the team is moving and grooving. They're crushing it. Every time we walk in there, we're like, oh my God, that's new. Uh-huh. So we are on target to open in December.
What's the most exciting thing that you've seen in the building that's coming together right now?
Okay, that's a hard question. Everything, literally everything. But it's cool to see everything forming, right?
Yeah.
Like we talk about the layout and showcase the layout inside of the Welcome Center, 10 times a day to people walking in, and being able to physically walk out with them and say, there's your kids club. Yeah. There's your outdoor turf. Like being able to showcase and people visually seeing it like, oh my God, like it's actually happening. So I would say that. I don't know if I have a specific area because I'm excited for each area, but being able to see it come to life has been like the coolest blessing and experience ever. Neat. Just from the ground up, it's amazing to see and to be a part of.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So if people want to reach out to you about membership, about the club, have questions, how can people connect with you? You
can totally find me on social media. Hey, yeah. I'm making my way all over Harford County with my socials.
Yeah, you are.
But no, they can. Melissa.Lovell at OneLife Fitness is my email.
OneLifeFitness.com?
OneLifeFitness.com, sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
The preview center, we're like I said, we're operating out of that. Come in at any time. We're open during the week, 10 to 7, Monday through Friday, Saturday 9 to 5, Sunday 10 to 3. Jeez. And that's right there at 3409 Merchant Boulevard, right in Abingdon, right next to the Wegmans and the At Home and the Old Navy, all those cool stores.
Yeah.
And I'm here. I'm always here. You'll find me out in the community, shopping, participating at events, and I love when people come up and say hi. So yeah. I'm here, and I'm looking forward to meeting everybody.
Yeah,
so.
Definitely, guys. We need to share this out for OneLife, for Melissa.
Woo woo.
Yeah. This is great.
This is awesome. I
really excited for you.
Thanks.
And the fact of you've put in your time, you've put in your energy. And to be where you are right now in the leadership capacity that you're in right now, like it seems like you deserve to be where you are right now, and there's just going to be even greater things that you're going to be accomplishing over the course of the next several years.
Okay, I didn't expect to start tearing up.
I promise.
Because that's a very nice statement. Thank you for saying that.
Yeah, no, it's
awesome.
It's written all over you. So
thank you.
So yes, follow OneLife on Facebook and Instagram.
So you can follow OneLife. Yep. So OneLife Fitness Bel Air South is the handle for both Facebook and Instagram.
Yep.
Yeah, definitely give us a like, give us a follow. That's where you can find, like you said, a lot of the different events and stuff that we have going on. And yeah.
I encourage you to continue documenting this journey and using some of the more comedic, lighthearted videos that you've been putting out there. Keep doing that. People get behind that,
You know, and you know, it's just, if you're your authentic self, you don't have to try. You're just being you.
Right.
You know, I'm like naturally goofy, funny. So I appreciate you saying that. And we're just going to be who we are. And you know what? That's why we'll be successful. And that's why, you know, hundreds and thousands of people are going to be serviced and helped the right way, because we just care. And that's who we are. So
I love it.
Yep.
I love it. I love it.
Awesome.
Follow OneLife. Follow us on social media. We're at the Markland Advantage on Facebook and Instagram. We're on YouTube at the Markland Advantage. And I think if we can put it all together, we're going to get a tour of OneLife Fitness, maybe a hard hat tour and maybe a final product tour to kind of chart the progress of what Melissa and her crew are doing down there. So you want to follow along with that. Subscribe to us. Listen to the podcast on Apple, Spotify, or anywhere you download your podcast. And yeah, give this a share, please. So
thanks, guys.
This has been awesome, folks. Melissa Lovell, OneLife Fitness.
Woo woo.
Let's go.
I appreciate it.
All right.
Looking forward to meeting you guys.
Yeah, man. Until next time, folks, live your life to the fullest, and we'll see you soon. Stay healthy.
Did you like this episode of the TMA Connection? Well, you might want to check this one out right here. Go ahead, click it.